Jungkook's career is threatened because of this trifle. HYBE panicked. The army did not accept, and the world was shocked by the facts behind it. In the harsh and stressful world of Korean entertainment, one small mistake can become a huge storm that threatens everything. And this time, BTS's Jungkook, known as the Golden Magne for his all-round talent, is back in the spotlight. All because of something that was considered trivial but actually caused a tremendous domino effect. A small thing that is now said to threaten Jungkook's international career. At first, no one thought that such a simple act would become the subject of heated debate on social media. Jungkook, who has always been known as humble, hardworking, and always maintaining a professional attitude, suddenly had to deal with a wave of criticism that came in droves. The issue stems from a seemingly trivial matter, a spontaneous moment captured on camera when Jungkook was not on stage, but in his personal activities. However, the South Korean entertainment world has never known the word trivial. Everything about Jungkook's idol class is always magnified, analyzed, and turned into sensational headlines. Within hours of the video appearing on social media, the hashtag #ProtectJungkook was trending around the world. Army, as BTS fans are called, immediately united to defend their idols. They say that Jungkook is just an ordinary human being who has the right to enjoy life without always being watched. But on the other hand, Korean netizens who are known to be very critical of idol behavior actually see it as inappropriate action, even though the context does not violate the norm at all. Ironically, something that is considered trivial by some people, for the Korean entertainment industry, can be a fatal mistake that has a big impact on one's reputation. HYBE, the big agency behind BTS, reportedly immediately held an emergency meeting. Several anonymous sources in the industry said that the agency was worried that this situation could be used by outsiders to bring down Jungkook's name, especially as his popularity has skyrocketed globally. Moreover, after his solo debut was a huge success and received awards in the United States, there were many who began to feel threatened by the shadow of BTS's success. Meanwhile, some media outlets began to distort the facts, citing pieces of the video without context and making it the material of a sensation. They made bombastic headlines like, "Jungkook's attitude shocked fans," or "Is this the end of Jungkook's good image?" In fact, if traced deeper, the moment is just a spontaneous expression that does not have the slightest bad intention. But in the fast-paced digital age, truth is often outclassed by perception. The army was furious. They disseminated the full version of the video snippet, explained the true context, and proved Jungkook's complete innocence. But the Korean entertainment world has an old pattern that's hard to change, a system where public opinion is often stronger than facts. Even small things like the way you sit, the clothes you wear, or a single word in an interview can be the subject of lengthy debates that threaten a person's career. What makes the situation even more worrying is how Jungkook responds. In a short live broadcast on the Weverse platform, he looked calm but clearly looked exhausted. With a low voice and a deep look, Jungkook said, "I never meant to hurt anyone. Sometimes small things can be misunderstood, but I believe the truth will still be seen." The sentence is simple, but it shook the hearts of millions of his fans. Many cried at the sight of how a person who always tries to be perfect must again defend himself just because of a trifle. The old fans of BTS know very well. Jungkook is not the type of person who easily falters. Since his debut at the age of 15, he has been used to facing tremendous pressure. He spent his teenage years not in school like other teenagers, but in a rehearsal studio, under the spotlight of cameras, and in a busy schedule that seemed to give him no room to breathe. But this time, the pressure was different. This is not about performance or a music career, but rather about his image as a perfect human being in the eyes of the public, a standard that is impossible for anyone to meet. While rumors continue to spread, some entertainment analysts say that this case shows how fragile the position of an idol is, even one as popular as Jungkook. The world of K-pop knows no boundaries between personal and professional life. One small step can be mistaken for a scandal, one frank moment can be considered a fatal mistake. And for Jungkook, who is now the global face of K-pop, the pressure is many orders of magnitude heavier. But there is something different about Jungkook. Instead of backing down or blaming the other party, he chose to stay focused on his music. Within days of the controversy, Jungkook reappeared with a calm smile, attending to his schedule in the studio and even uploading vocal training videos as usual. For many fans, it was a subtle form of resistance from an artist who refused to be controlled by public opinion. Even so, it cannot be denied that HYBE is now in a difficult position. They must appease investors who fear the artist's image will be affected while ensuring that Jungkook remains protected. Some international media even praised Jungkook's calmness in the face of this storm. "He is a symbol of true professionalism," wrote one of the American media. "Not many young artists are able to deal with this much pressure with their heads held high." This story is a reminder of how dangerous the world of modern entertainment is, where the line between reality and perception is increasingly blurred. Jungkook is just an example of a larger phenomenon: a public that is too quick to judge, a media that is too eager to seek sensation, and an industry that demands perfection from mere mortals. But behind it all, there is one thing that has not changed: the boundless love and support of the army. They continue to write letters, send messages of support, and create campaigns to show that Jungkook is not alone. Because for them, Jungkook is not just an idol, but a figure who has inspired millions of people to stay strong to face life, no matter how heavy the storm. Now, even though Jungkook's career was reportedly threatened, one thing is clear: he is not someone who is easily destroyed by trivial issues. It was precisely from this little storm that the world was again reminded of why BTS's Jungkook is loved by so many. For his sincerity, his determination, and his ability to remain himself amidst the pressures of a world that continues to demand perfection. And perhaps, in the end, it is this trivial thing that will actually prove how strong Jungkook is as a human being and a true artist. The world may worry about little things, but for Jungkook, every storm only makes him shine more. When the storm of the issue began to subside, a story emerged that actually made the public even more touched. Several sources in the entertainment industry said that amid the media chaos and public pressure, Jungkook chose not to stay at home or hide from cameras. He went back to his hometown, to his mother's house. According to a neighbor, Jungkook was seen arriving at night without a large escort, wearing a simple hoodie, and just wanted to have dinner with his mother. The moment, initially unknown to the public, ended up leaking because someone saw how the superstar sat in a small dining room with her mother, laughing, and as if letting go of all the weight of the world. The story went viral not because of sensation, but because of sincerity.